Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Arias. I am the owner of Body Vanity. Body Vanity is a bath and body brand. What we do is we use plant-based ingredients and we incorporate into everyday bath and body products. So real quick, we're going to talk about what we're going to be doing. So we're going to be making our turmeric soap. It's one of our popular items on our website. Um, and where you could find us at is right here. It's bodyvanity.com. And we're also on Instagram under Body Vanity and Facebook as Body Vanity. So let's jump right into it. So you're not going to be able to see my face because I want you guys to see the demo. So I'll be talking during the presentation. So this right here, I actually already melted our oils. So this is the oils. This actually has oils of mango butter, shea butter, olive oil, coconut oil, and castor oil. So this is, usually you have to melt it down, but to save time, I already did that. So this is this. And then this here is our lye. So in order to make natural soap, you need lye. Soap, regular, like natural soap can't be made without lye. But the cool thing that happens during the process of making soap is that there's a chemical reaction and the lye kind of evaporates into the oil. So at the end of the process, there is no lye left. Okay. So this is actually turmeric. Real quick, I'll show you. So turmeric is a root. It's part of the ginger family. It's very popular in India. It's used as a spice and for medicinal properties. So just to like name a few of its benefits, many of the it has many benefits, but in particular, one of the benefits it has internally is that it helps with anti-inflammatory. But we're going to be talking about its skin benefits today. But just so you have an idea, this is what it looks like, the actual root. We're going to be using the powder form because if you were to use the fresh form for it, it has water. So over time with the soap, it'll cause it to build mold. So that's why we're going to be using the dry form. But this is what it looks like. A lot of people haven't seen the root itself. Okay. So I'll be pouring my lye into my oils. It's already cooled down. It's just lye and water. I have my goggles on because if this actually gets on your skin, it'll burn you. So for safety. It's going to get really loud, so sorry. And I'm going to blend this until it comes to trace. I'm going to start on the lowest setting. So once I start mixing, you see that the consistency, it's going to get thicker. So I actually forgot to, so here I have already my turmeric measured out. And this also has zinc powder. The reason I add the zinc to our soaps is because it actually creates a harder bar. And zinc is actually really good for sensitive skin or any skin allergies or anything. So this is olive oil. I'm going to just add some to this just so I can get a more liquid consistency. See? just so I won't have any. I do that so there won't be any lumps in the actual soap with the powder. So now I have a liquid consistency to work with. So mix that very well. I actually forgot my sponge. So I'm going to be adding the turmeric powder and the zinc to my mixture. I want to make sure I get everything. So now I have the rich orange. And I'm going to blend this until it's a little thicker in consistency. Basically, chemistry is happening right now in here. And it's going to take at least 24 hours for the soap to be able to use, so the lactic completely disappear. And then after that, it's like 4 to 6 weeks for the soap to cure, meaning that all the water is out of the soap, and it gives you a nice, longer-lasting bar. They really want all the lye and the oil to completely mix. Higher, so. Thick enough. I don't want to over mix it. I want it to do its thing once it goes into the loaf itself. Also, so this is actually called the Super Tea Bar on our website, not only because it has turmeric, but it also has tea tree essential oil, which is actually antifungal, antibacterial. It's very good for anyone that has acne or oily skin as well. So you see my consistency is very different when I first started. And then with the essential oils, some essential oils cause what's called a batter, I guess, causes the batter to accelerate and get thicker faster. But with tea tree essential oil, not so much. That's why I'm blending it more. So, that was my tea tree essential oil, so I had already measured that out. And I'm gonna blend this more. So usually I let it I pour it into the mold and let it sit to get a little thicker, but because I'm doing this live, I'm just thickening up the batter a little bit more. So this is pretty thick. You can see pretty thick. So I'm gonna pour it now into my mold. Wanna make sure I get all of this. This is the mold I will be using today. I'm making a smaller batch. Let me just pour it. So I poured my batter. I'm going to be topping it with calendula petals. This is actually very soothing for your skin, and it actually calms the skin. So I'm going to be topping myself with that. That's why I made it a little thicker, because usually I let it sit and let it thicken it up. So I said I was going to be talking about its benefits for the skin. So turmeric, as I mentioned earlier, it's really good when you ingest it internally. But when you actually apply it to your skin, it has antioxidant benefits, and it's also antibacterial. It's also antibacterial, and it helps with acne. It also helps to promote even skin. So let's see how thick this is. And it helps to brighten dull skin. So I actually topped the bar with calendula. I'm just waiting for it to. So usually it's more of a watery consistent, and I thickened it up a little bit so I wouldn't have to wait that much. And that way I'll be able to give it a nice top. So you see it's still. And this is how I do the top. Flip it using the other side. I'm going to repeat this at least 2 to 3 times just so I can get a nice shape on top. Do the other side again. like very therapeutic. Honestly, my therapy, especially after a long day. Something about soap making. And I'm just gonna go over and fix the whole inside. I'm also gonna top a little bit extra calendula. I think I have some batter left, so I'll be able to, well, not lose it anymore, so I won't lose it. But here is turmeric bar. So once I do that, I actually have to let the bar sit before I can cut it. But I pre-made one so you guys could see how it looks like once it comes out and how I cut it. So let me put this to the side. 1 second. Oh, I also, so this is bar. I also spray it with alcohol. The reason I do that is so it doesn't get soda ash on the top of it. It's more of an aesthetic thing. So let me just get the spray. And then here's my bar. This just was a quick version. So after this is done, this has to sit for a whole day. And then after the day, you could be able to take it out the mold and cut it up. So it'll look like this. So then it'll look like this in 24 hours. So you pop it out. This is so this bar is still a little like soft. It's not really ready. I would pop this in the fridge, but just so you have an idea. It look like this. Give it 1 second. So I would take my this is my soap cutter. I really love this soap cutter because it lets me cut multiple bars at a time. And like I said, this loaf isn't ready yet because it's still a little soft. And I'll show you how I cut it. Take it, line it up. So this lets me. I used to have a single one. The single one was great, but it was more time consuming. So with this, it's so cool. So let's cut multiple ones. Ready? So this is like especially good when I have like multiple soaps to make. Just so you can get an idea. Then this actually has to sit for about 4 to 6 weeks. Just so you see how it's soft here, it still has a lot of water in it. So when you let it sit on a rack for 4 to 6 weeks, what happens is that the water evaporates and it gives you a harder bar that'll last longer. And you could also see that um, the turmeric um, lightens up in the process. Because when I poured it into the batch, you saw it was a bright orange. And it has the nice, the calendula in there. Clean the edges up. And we actually package all of our soaps in naked packaging. We use a brown recyclable merchandise bag. And all of our products are actually palm free, so we don't use palm oil in our soaps or any of our products. So this one will be used as sample. You see it's like missing a whole chunk. This one is this is the back part, the ends basically. So we usually use these, I cut them up. They're like the ugly pieces. I use them up for samples. So anyone places an order, we send them out samples. So yeah, that's it. That's basically a quick, fast version of how we make our super tea bars. Where you could find us again is www.bodyvanity.com, and you can also find us on the Instagram Body Vanity and our Facebook Body Vanity. And we're also including a code for anyone that was here for our demo, which is made MADE NYC 15, and you'll be able to get 15% off on our website. So thanks for watching, and I hope you guys check us out and you enjoyed the presentation.